In this video, I want to talk about one radical shift that has changed everything for me. And I have applied this in different aspects of my life, and each and every time it has absolutely worked. You know, I've been into this whole world of spirituality and manifestation for a very long time. And so I've tried everything. I've tried the affirmations, the visualizations, the vision boards, the hustle and grinding and working harder, all of it. And sure, I would get some success with some of those things, but ultimately it felt like there was always more to do and I could just never arrive at my destination. I could just never get to the goal that I wanted. And personally, I experienced this in so many aspects of my life. In my personal life, with money, with success, with my business, with this YouTube channel. But everything finally changed for me when I learned to shift my sense of self. And today I want to show you why that is the real foundation of manifestation and how you can start shifting yours right now. Whenever any one of us wants to change something in our lives, we're taught to focus on what we want. And yeah, that's a great starting point. We have to know what it is that we're working toward. So the car, the money, the success, the relationship, whatever it is. But here's the problem. If your identity is still rooted in the old identity, or even worse in some ways, it's rooted in this identity of struggle, of limitation, of lack, that I never get what I want. That's for other people, not for me. If you are afflicted with all of this, then no matter how hard you try, no matter how much work you put in, life will just not grant you what you want. And even worse, in some ways than not getting what you want, you might take action, you might get a little bit of success, some results, but then eventually it's all going to come crashing down and you lose it all. Why? Because your subconscious pulls you back and says, you gained a little bit, but no, that's not for you. Those old limiting beliefs kick back in, and whatever level you got to, whatever you gained, whatever success you had, it pulls it back and it brings you back down to the level of that old identity. That's why people sabotage themselves. It's not because they're lazy or unworthy. It's because they have not learned this lesson. They haven't learned how to shift their identity. This quote sums it up perfectly. Change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Because your self-concept is the blueprint your reality is built on. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are and what you embody. And what you are, what you embody, that's all defined by who you believe yourself to be, by your identity, by your sense of self. So if you see yourself as small, then life reflects that back to you. If you see yourself, on the other hand, as abundant and successful, then life reflects that abundance and success. It's really that simple and at the same time that powerful. So what does it mean to shift your sense of self? It's not just about thinking new thoughts or repeating affirmations, although that could be part of it. It's really about becoming the version of you who already has what you want. And here, let me give a brief sort of example from my own life. So this YouTube channel that I have, I never in a million years thought that I would be on YouTube. I never thought I would get into this world of content creation. I love it, but I just never really saw myself as a public figure in any way at all. So when I started this, my self-concept was not that of a creator. I think in some ways, I probably played it small. I didn't see myself as a content creator. I didn't see myself as a public figure. I didn't see myself as someone who could have success online with a digital business. But with time, I've learned to see myself in that way. And I approach things from that mindset, that it's assumed that I'm going to be successful. It's assumed that people will watch my videos. It's assumed that I will have a positive impact on the lives of others through this content that I make. But the reality that I'm living right now is very different than that of a year ago. And this identity that I'm embodying now, pretty confident here on camera. I can talk the way I want to. I can, sort of express myself in a very direct way without getting nervous or shy or worried or any of those things. It's all about embodying this new version of me who is a successful YouTube creator. And that's who I've chosen to see myself as. So this identity shift is incredibly powerful, and you can apply that to any aspect of your life that you want to change. And the results of making one of these identity shifts are incredible. Once you shift your sense of self, everything begins to change. And that's not an overstatement because you are a new person. And with all things big and small, you will find yourself reacting in a much different way than you did previously. And it's amazing how this works, but you will have new opportunities that align with that new version of you. You'll have new relationships, personal and professional, that align with that new way that you see yourself. Money, success, synchronicities, these things can begin to flow once you've aligned yourself in that new vibration, that new frequency of that new version of you. And it feels less like forcing things. It starts to flow. It does at the beginning maybe feel like you're faking it because you're sort of like trying on a new costume in a way. But with time, it becomes more and more natural and it just flows effortlessly. So I wanted to share this video with all of you because when I really distill it down, this has been one of the keys to my success in different areas of my life. This concept of shifting my sense of self and creating and embodying a new identity. And I'm sure the same will be true for you. Yes, there's a place for the techniques, but this is so powerful to go to the root of who you are and who you believe yourself to be. Because remember, you are the creator. So once you decide to change your beliefs about yourself, once you decide to change who you are and who you show up as, that's the only vote that counts. It's all about you. If this resonated, drop a comment below and let me know, what new identity are you determined to step into today? And if you haven't already, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter and join our growing community. And if you sign up right now, you'll receive a free gift in the links below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.